We're looking back at the Formula One season for 2015 with James Allen and Dominic Harlow, former chief engineer with Williams and Force India. Red Bull. How has it come to this for a team that was celebrating 4 titles in a row just 2 years ago? But James, talk us through exactly just what went on.
It's such an extraordinary story, and of course we only know part of it, and there's obviously a lot more that's gone on behind the scenes, but they've gone from being a works Renault powered team with Infinity sponsorship worth £50 million a year to losing Infinity, paying for the engines about €30 million. Obviously the development path, we'll find out whether it's the Mario angle of things, etc. But it's just all about relationships. It's about communication. I understand why they feel frustrated, because they have every right to expect that Renault would build a class-leading hybrid turbo engine. Last year was okay. They won 3 races. It was much better than Ferrari's haul from last year. And yet the transition from 14 to 15 just wasn't there. They went backwards and they were unreliable. So I can completely understand their frustration. And it's very hard to understand how Renault got it so badly wrong. But it's absolutely spectacular management mismatch, if you like, between the two companies.
Dom, is it fair to say that Ferrari, Mercedes and Honda just really didn't want to partner Red Bull?
It seems that this time that was the case. I guess it's not always been so. If we look back in 2009, with different people in charge, as it were, suddenly there was a Mercedes engine in the Brawn, and it defeated a very strong McLaren with a Mercedes engine, and then that Brawn became the works team. So perhaps it's a case of once bitten, twice shy with that recent history.
Now, the engines have developed so much with the hybrid technology, and they're even more powerful than the V10s from a decade ago. But Red Bull have been very vocal in their objections to these power units. Are they right for Formula One?
I think, it's a big question. I think, yes, they are. I think they're quite, perhaps even in advance of their time, and probably in a few years they'll be something that we all recognise as much more, or even more relevant. But I think changes had to head in that direction. Perhaps the engineers were enthusiastic about the new playing field, and there's a few areas maybe we didn't need or could have been reconsidered, but generally I think it's the right direction.
It is the future. Thank you. You can read more about that topic and more from the JA on F1 season review, available at the website.